Hello, my name's Liz, and I'm sharing with you what I've gotten completed this week, and then also what I'm planning to work on this coming week. So for finishes, this was an Open Gate November kit subscription box project that I finished. That's been finished a little while, but I did not have, I don't think I shared that on my channel here. I also have, this is old tags that I had made up when I was making clothes back in the 80s. I added that to that, back of that. So that's been hanging up for Christmas. This one I had also shown previously because I had it hanging up on my door. And this was an Open Gate Advent box kit. It was in the Open Gate Advent box. And I got that done. I just took the blocks, the individual blocks, and decided on how I would quilt them each individually. And I really like it. And for that, I had ordered some tags that I could sew into the binding with my name. I like that too. I'm very happy with that. And then this was the Christmas banner, and this was in the Open Gate Advent box, Christmas box. So that project is done. So I have all the projects except for Evelyn done that were in the Open Gate Christmas box. Evelyn is waiting in my UFO challenge bins. She's actually in bin A or bin B. When that gets picked with the Crazy Moose Fabrics UFO challenge for 2025, then I will start working on Evelyn or cutting her out earlier, but I will try finishing her whenever that month occurs. So those are my finishes that I've done in the last week. And for, this is an upcoming project. The Kim Deal Simple Whatnots 4 book. She apparently, I found this out on her Facebook page. She does a special mystery project for people who bought the book. So if you buy this book, she's starting on January 10th for 6 weeks, I think, and she will give us tips each week on what to do. She will tell us pieces of the projects that are in this book. She will be making a special project with that. So each week you'll get another clue to work on. So that starts January 10th. So if you want to participate in the Kim Deal mystery project based on this book, she's going to be using all kinds, you have to, go through the book, different projects. She'll be taking pieces out of it. Get her book. I found out about it on her Facebook page, so I guess that's where I'll be going to get the information on what's next for this special project. So I'm looking forward to that, January 10th. So that's going to be next week starting. My scrap cutting, I am minimum of 30 minutes, 3 days a week. I'm cutting scraps. I've been using this from Just Get It Done Quilt. She uses this timer. I've been using the timer to make sure I do the 30 minutes. And then I'm usually finishing up whatever it was I planned to cut. And it's been a little bit over 30 minutes. But these are the empty bags that I've been able to get from my bin. This one emptied out. This one, some were filled more than others. This one, a lot of these happen to be projects that I've been working on. Like this was the Christmas banner, the leftovers from that. And this bag. The leftovers from Christmas time is here, which I just showed you. And there were leftovers from projects that I've been working on over the last month that were in this bag too. So I haven't gotten, I think this was the only one that I actually got out of the bin, because I've been finding, as I was cleaning up from the Just Get It Done Quilts, her declutter, Karen Brown's declutter challenge, I've been moving things from where they didn't need to be, and I discovered bags of scraps from projects that I have been working on very recently. So those are cut up and put into 2.5 inch, 5 inch, 8 inch, 1.5 inch random strips that are under or over an inch, and so on, in different containers. What I'm doing, this is the garbage from, this is like pieces of salvage and pieces that are just too small to be using for anything. I'm saving those in a gallon bag. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. They could be stuffing, but that's what I have from that. And then if it's like too small to be in one of those bins, but too big to be in the garbage, I have those for crumbs. So I have, these are this week's crumbs. And what I do with those is I sew crumbs together. Some of these are pretty big. These were like pieces of leftovers from projects. So I sew them together. And I had made some pot holders for Christmas with the blocks I made from the crumbs. So here, I'm using these as like leaders and enders when I'm sewing on my machine, just sewing little pieces together. I think I want to start doing matching more color families. But this was from before Christmas when I was sewing scraps together. So I will continue sewing crumb blocks together, and that will be this week. My loom, my placemat loom, I worked on that a couple times this week, so I've gotten a little bit farther along on that. What I'm tasking myself with doing for that is 1 time a week, minimum of 30 minutes. And if I do more, fine. But I have a lot of stuff going on, and I want to have fun. I don't want to be overwhelmed. So I will be starting doing scrap cutting next week, Monday. 3 days, however long it takes to get the 3 days in. But I'm done for this week, so this weekend's free. This is Easy Street, and I am working on, this is how much binding I have left to sew. I hand sew the binding on, and this is my new favorite tool. This is a threader, and it saves me so much time using that threader for my hand binding needles, because I have to take my glasses off to see the hole, and it actually takes quite a bit of time. And this is saving me so much time using this for every time I need. So I'm using that to do, and so last week when I showed this to you, I had only the inside. I did not have the borders on. So let me show you how this is looking. This is Easy Street with the borders, the black border and the inside border, and then the binding is gonna frame it. But I'm really liking how this is turning out. Let me come back here farther so you can see that. I'm not doing a good job of showing this, but I'm really liking how this is turning out. So I got all the quilting done. And, oh, I forgot to mention, I fussy cut out of the leftover fabric, I fussy cut some parrots. And I appliqued the parrots so they're like coming out of the block. And let's see, I have a needle in my hand right now, but so there's another one down there. It goes into the border. And then a couple over here that are coming out of that piece that go into the border. So that was, I liked that. The pattern called for using that parrot fabric, that focal fabric for the binding. However, due to the fact that I do a 2.5-inch binding, I did not have enough binding. I did not have enough material to do the binding in that fabric. I had a lot of extra with this fabric, which is why I used it for the back. So this is the back. Oh, and I got some labels. These are also some labels. I'm trying to put my name on my stuff that I make. There were some swear words with this because I had to rip out some pieces. And my parrots were not behaving. So anyway, this is fun. I'm liking this. So I'm going to be finishing that up this week. I'm also Goldenrod Open Gate December subscription box project cut out, but I have not touched that this week. I've been getting all this other stuff worked on. And the Mexican Stars, which is the Crazy Moose UFO challenge. This is my January project. L. Mexican Stars. I did get this cut out. So I'm not as intimidated. I watched a tutorial on her folding the fabric method, and I think I'll be okay. But I want to be careful when I'm piecing this together. So here's all of the cutout pieces. Put them in baggies with things identifying which they are. I had to figure out which fabrics were supposed to be medium red, light red, because they all look the same to me. I did not have, so this fabric is the background fabric, but it's supposed to be 1.5 yards, and there was only 3/4 yard. There was this fabric, and then a white fabric that was 3/4 yard. So I used as much of this up as I could because I really like it. And then for the folding fabric, that's going to be the white. And the outside border fabric is going to be the white because I didn't have enough of that pink fabric. So we'll see how that turns out. For this week, I'm going to be working on Mexican Stars, Goldenrod. I'm also going to be next week getting the Open Gate subscription box. I got a notice that it's on its way. So once I get that, I'll do a box opening for that. And very likely we'll start working on those projects and doing my scraps. So I have the Mexican Stars for the UFO challenge. I'm also doing the Open Gate sewing challenge, which is sew every day for 10 minutes, starting today through February 4th. So I'm writing down I'm going to be writing down what I've been working on each day. It's going to be a minimum of 10 minutes. I mean, geez. At this time of the year, I'm in my sewing room most of the day. So today I cleaned and oiled my machines. I've already worked some on that binding. I've already got probably an hour in. I'm just doing sewing stuff, but I'm loving this. So the Crazy Moose Fabrics UFO challenge is in the works. I've got it cut out. I just got to piece that now. I got my Open Gate December subscription box project cut out. I just need to sew that together, Got to continue working on my placemat loom and finish the binding on Easy Street. And that will then need to get washed and dried and cleaned up from strings and stuff and be ready to mail out to the recipient. So anyway, that's my week. That's my upcoming week. That's what I've been doing. I hope that you have wonderful things planned for this upcoming week. It's the beginning of January. I mean, if you don't, now's the time to have all that enthusiasm and get some stuff done. Even if it fizzles later, at least you started the year with momentum, and I'm hoping to continue with my momentum. I'm really happy with my progress over 2024, and I'm really looking forward to getting even more fun stuff done in 2025. So have a great week, and I will probably next time you see me, I will be doing the box opening for Open Gate. But if not, then I'll be giving you my next update on what I got done and what I plan to do. All right, have a great weekend.